Virtual summits are the most powerful online marketing tool available to grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and create an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. If you are ready to take your summit to the next level, then tune into the Virtual Summit Podcast with Dr. Mark T. Wade.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark T. Wade, founder of Virtual Summit Software and creator of the One Day Summit Formula. And I'm on a mission to help you, the summit host, get your summit out to the world in a powerful and impactful way. So let's get started. Yes, there are countless benefits to running a summit, but why should a successful brand want to run one? Well, there are two extremely powerful reasons why you should be running summits. And that's what we're going to cover today. So let's get started. Hey there, Dr. Mark T. Wade here, founder of Virtual Summit Software and your host here on the Virtual Summit Podcast. Super excited to talk to our business owners, our brands, our successful entrepreneurs. We got a special topic for you today. Before we jump into that, I want to remind you to check out the resource area over at virtualsummit.com. We've got all kinds of beneficial tools, guides, starters, sources such as Summitology Foundations, interview training, even more information on Summit Fest Live in New Orleans, and our Viral Summits Concierge program, which is our done-for-you summit service. So we know that doing a virtual summit is probably the number one thing you can do to jumpstart everything if you're just starting a new business. But what about people that already have businesses? Why would you need or want to do a virtual summit if things are already powering along? Might seem like a lot of work for a momentarily spike in glory and revenue. Well, it's far more than that for sure. I recommend checking out episode 129 on all the amazing benefits you get from running a summit. There are a lot of hidden benefits that might not seem so apparent. However, for today's episode, I want to talk specifically to some of our current business and brands owners out there. Let's talk about two excellent reasons to run a summit. One, enter a new niche and to promote a new or upcoming program or product. Especially using a one-day summit, it's a no-brainer to host a summit right before any special launch you have to generate new and qualified leads and increase awareness and interest into the program. First, let's talk about entering a new niche. So powerful. And honestly, I don't know how anyone can enter a new industry or niche any other way. Unless you want to go the old-fashioned way of spending a couple years building up your name, brand, and audience, and then finally have something going. Or I guess if you have like 6 figures to throw away on ad spend, you could do that too. But no.
Virtual Summits software makes hosting a summit easier than ever. The only software in the world designed specifically for hosting a summit lets you set up a summit in a matter of hours with no tech skill or team needed. You can try out the Virtual Summits software free at virtualsummits.com. But hurry, this is a limited offer.
Let's talk smart here. Let's say you have a business or brand helping online course creators and you want to branch out and maybe help podcasters too, for example. And you can insert anything here. If you're a coach who helps chiropractors, maybe you want to start helping naturopaths. Or if you're an agency helping attorneys, but now want to start bringing on financial advisors, it doesn't matter what you are wanting to get into. The question is, how are you going to do that? Yeah, you have some street cred for helping attorneys, but financial advisors could care less. So it's like you're back to square one. No one knows you or cares, and you don't really have any connections, testimonies, or influence in that niche. Now enter here a virtual summit. So you could go full out and try to orchestrate a full multi-day summit, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I think you're better off doing a one-day summit, getting some experience in that niche, learning their messaging and pain points, and then going hard. I'd really actually recommend a one-day summit series. I mean, think about it. If you're wanting to enter a completely new niche, even a one-off big shebang event that gets you leads, exposures, and credibility will eventually wane out by the end of the year. Why not use a one-day summit series that goes out either monthly or every other month that continues to increase your connections with people in the industry or niche, as well as build your list? more importantly, continues to give you exposure ongoing. By the end of that year, you will be a name brand recognizable influencer or authority in that new niche. It's seriously one of the easiest yet most powerful ways to do it. You can, however, do a full multi-day summit if you know how to capitalize on it. In my health company, we wanted to expand from just health professionals into a general consumer niche. So we ran a 4-day multi-day summit where we brought together some of the biggest names and influencers in the niche. We generated a new audience of 26,000 leads, and we're immediately on the radar of all the other influencers in that sector. Now, that's an incredible way to enter a new niche. Most businesses take years just to get to 5,000 leads. We did it in a week and generated $75,000 as well. Again, I wouldn't recommend you do it like that. I would recommend a 1-day summit series, because what happened after the summit? Well, we have a great audience, but outside of that audience, the exposure and the awareness of our brand started to decline. Why? Because other than our new audience, no one else was still hearing about us. However, in one of my other companies, we did an ongoing summit series. Every 2 months, we released a 1-day summit in a new niche. We did this to increase our exposure and awareness to new audiences that we haven't targeted yet.
Be sure to check out the speaker management tool inside your Virtual Summit software, which lets you quickly and easily recruit and manage your speakers on your virtual summit, literally eliminating hundreds of hours of work. Get more information at virtualsummits.com.
Wasn't a huge lead generation, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 leads, but because it was a 1-day summit, they were super qualified and engaged. That was incredible for increasing our exposure in new niches, but also for bringing in new customers from those niches as well. Additionally, I always recommend to our clients who aren't thinking about entering a new niche to test it out first with a 1-day summit before going all in on that commitment of that niche. Why? Well, honestly, most businesses find out that the new niche they want to enter wasn't as great as they thought it would be. A lot of times it's better to double down on your current niche versus jumping into a new one. You can test that out with a 1-day summit and a smaller audience, and then decide if you still want to move forward with it. It's a lot harder to pull back if you have 20,000 or 40,000 new subscribers asking you for hundreds of new products or programs that you currently don't have. Anyways, just a suggestion. Now, let's move forward in the second reason for established businesses and brands to use a summit, even when things seem perfect at the moment. That is when you're about to release a new program or product, or re-release a program. Let's say you have a course or a coaching program that you're going to be selling later this year. You've been working on it for a while and you're super excited about it. You're even remotely positive it is what your audience will want or need. Although, unless you've asked them, you can't be certain. You get to the time to launch or sell that new course and crickets. You're disappointed with your sales and you think, why didn't they buy this? It's so incredible and it's exactly what they need. Here's the problem. You know this, but they don't know this. And people are slowing their roll when it comes to just jumping up and buying a new course because someone said they should. They want to be convinced and not hardcore sales tactics. This is why you should run a summit before you ever launch your course or program or product. Now, let me explain. First, unless you're doing one main launch a year, which in that case, a multi-day summit would probably be a great idea. However, if you will be releasing a couple programs or products, then you should be doing a 1-day summit. Take whatever that course program is going to be, pull out several main problems or pain points, and build that into your 1-day summit. Showcase examples or testimonies if you have them. Highlight reasons the audience needs to know certain items for their success. And then later on, when you go to launch your course to them, they're already primed and ready to buy. They know they need it. And now, instead of trying to force someone to believe they need to buy your program, they already want or know they need it. And you're simply now giving them the opportunity to have what they want or need. It might sound simple, but it's completely different and very powerful. It's also a great way to pick up a few new partners before your launch as well.
With the Ever Summit feature inside the Virtual Summit software, you can rerun your summit as if it were live, ongoing forever with one click of a button. This now lets you continue to use your summit forever, bringing in qualified and engaged leads every month into your business. Get more information at virtualsummit.com.
You can use this strategy for a course, a coaching program, a membership, a live event, a book launch, affiliate promotion. It's essentially just about anything you're going to promote or sell. You can add a one-day summit in the front of it and watch the conversions of sales increase. I know this might sound pretty straightforward or basic, and it is. The problem is there are very few people out there actually using this strategy, and it just blows my mind. Imagine if someone walked up to you and said, "Hey, want $10,000? What would you say?" Well, you'd probably ask, "What do I have to do in return?" But imagine for a second if someone was just going to give you extra money out of the kindness of their heart. Yes, of course, we'd all gladly take it and be very grateful for it. Well, that's exactly what this strategy is. Maybe your program is going to make a few $1,000s when you launch it. Add a one-day summit on the front of it, and you'll be adding a couple $1,000 more to it. So powerful and so beneficial. It just blows my mind that it's not being used every single program or product launch out there. It's not even that much extra work, really. I mean, if you're doing a multi-day summit, then yes, but a one-day summit, quick and easy, and watch your conversions increase. Keep in mind, the main point is not to generate a bunch of new leads, which you will do to some degree. The main purpose of this strategy is to increase the engagement and interest of the audience who is most likely to buy your program or product. It's great that we'll add some new leads to the mix, but that list you're getting ready to launch your course or program to, well, they need a little extra fire there to get them excited and motivated to buy. More so, it helps them realize they need the program to begin with. Again, people are tired of just being told to buy something. They need to feel like they have a problem and that they need a solution for. So you can clearly see how even a well-established business or brand could greatly benefit from running a summit. And this is just a few specific or tactical reasons. There are plenty of other direct and indirect benefits for running a summit as an established business or brand. So what are you waiting for? Get busy. Go start working on that next one-day summit. Great thing is you don't even have to come up with some new or random summit idea. Take that next program or product you're going to sell and use that as the end goal of a one-day summit. And then build it all around getting the audience excited and ready for that program. And even better, if you don't want to build out the summit yourself, then just reach out to us and let's talk about our Viral Summit Concierge program. Maybe you'd be a good fit to have our team of summit experts build it out for you. Either way, you got this. So get busy doing it and watch the returns roll in. Okay, that's it from me. I'll see you on the next episode.
Thanks for listening. Now don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review on the Virtual Summit podcast. Head over to the show notes to check out all the links and resources from this episode, and be sure to grab your free trial of the Virtual Summit software.
Now, I want to end this episode by saying to all the summit hosts listening right now, I believe in you, and you can do this. Summits are by far one of the most powerful ways to quickly grow your list, launch your platform, make more money, and most importantly, make an impact in the world, even if you're just getting started. So don't get caught up in analysis paralysis, because the world needs to hear your message, and there are people who are waiting for you to help them. So just get started, because imperfect action is always better than no action. Thank you, and see you on the next episode.